well, Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. Chelsea are out of the Carabao Cup. Oh, how are we going to live? How are we going to go on in this world? Wow. Have you ever seen anything quite like it from Chelsea in all my years? Probably not in my adult life. I can't quite put a finger on games that we've quite obviously thrown away on purpose. But wow, this is absolutely one of those games where even as a Newcastle fan watching this, you cannot for 1 second tell me that you can't smell a bit of a rat, that you can't, something smells a bit fishy. Do you know what I mean? Something smells a little bit off. Something smells a little bit dicey. There is absolutely... Yeah, Maresca knows about the Wembley curse for sure. Chelsea did not want to win that game. And I would not be saying this if it was the FA Cup. If it was the FA Cup and we played like that, I would be absolutely fucking fuming. I'm not annoyed so much as confused, bewildered, and downright almost disappointed that we absolutely threw that game. The formation was weird to begin with. The actual like choice of the side that we went with was very odd. Kind of the same that we've gone with lately, but also like sort of it just left a bit of a weird taste, sort of like a, I don't know, confusion. There were certain players missing that you think, again, if you're a Newcastle fan, you're thinking, we're fine, we got one over on them. Yeah, wow. Palmer on the bench didn't come on. We made one substitution. And you're thinking, well, you don't lie. You definitely went for it. We didn't. We absolutely did not. In what world where you want to win a game in any capacity would you play one substitution? Would you make one substitution where Cole Palmer is on the bench? You didn't bring Nicholas Jackson in a game where Christopher Nkunku just didn't fucking bother with a lot of the things that he did today. He just absolutely could not be arsed. You know? Just so many aspects of this game that it just leaves a weird fucking taste in your mouth that there's no other explanation than Chelsea have their sights set on bigger things. That we have our, you know, so to speak, bigger fish to fry. One sub, we might as well have made none. Exactly. There's absolutely no point. I don't understand why we took. I mean, you couldn't lose to Barrow. Like Maresca in his, you know, in his, what do you call it? He'd lose all dignity if he'd have lost on purpose to get his Barrow. Like, I feel like you would have probably got sacked, but losing to Newcastle, it doesn't look so obvious. Except it does. It does look obvious when you make one substitution. Every single player is missing on purpose, seemingly. And then you've got, we scored an own goal that is one of the most bizarre own goals you'll see because he quite literally slid and kicked it in the fucking goal. And then the first goal as well, totally and utterly avoidable, but we were caught on our you know, we weren't even caught. We just played the ball back, gave the ball to Isak, and he put it in the back of the net. Fair play for, you know, Newcastle going through, I bet you're so proud of yourselves. I bet you give yourself a pat on the back for that one. You beat a team that lost on purpose. Wow. It's 10 o'clock. Jesus Christ. And even then, if I'm not mistaken, where's the start? We still had more possession somehow. We had 17 shots, 4 on target, and not a single one of those shots were intended to go anywhere near the goal. If we're honest, Maresca did not care about this match, but us fans do. He needs to apologise. I think he needs to. He'll come out and say something along the lines of, "I set up wrong for the game. I made the wrong choice. Blah blah blah." But in reality, I am watching the game. Yeah. In reality, he's thinking. It worked, baby. We're out of this fucking Tin Pot Cup. And I know the same old story, innit? People will go, well, yeah, everyone says that when they go out of the Carabao Cup. Mate, we've been in the final fucking 7 years in a row. If I wanted to be in this cup, then it would mean having to play Liverpool once again in the final and lose again. Do I want to sit through that? Absolutely not. Again, if this was the FA Cup and we played like that, I'd be fucking livid. Newcastle wanted it more. The boys just couldn't find the momentum. You know, it's just like, come on. Wipe the shit out of your eyes and realise how deliberate that was from this Chelsea side, you know. It's pretty obvious he threw the game, didn't even attempt to salvage the game. Exactly. Jesus Christ. If you think that the way I'm talking is me being salty or upset or whatever, you are sorely mistaken. You are sorely mistaken. It's as clear as day. We were losing. Let's be honest. I do think if Palmer came on, we probably were going to accidentally win that game because Newcastle played shite. And we had plenty of chances. Make no mistake about it. We had plenty of chances to pull that back. But Maresca thought, if we make some subs here, we're at risk of going through to the next round here. And so one substitution is all we're going to get. One substitution is all we're going to make. You know? So, good luck to Newcastle. I'm sure you're going to get an absolutely fantastic draw against either Tottenham or Man City, whoever go through in this game. But yeah, all the best. I'll be back. The highlights of my meltdown will be up shortly. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the game. Tottenham could be in for a third. They're not. Who gives a bollocks? Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 o'clock. We move on to bigger, better things. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. I will be here tomorrow for the player ratings. Can I be bothered for that? Probably not. Don't hold your breath on the player ratings video, I must say, because what a pile of shite. But at the same time, I might at the same time. You know, you never know. You never know. Please do follow if you're watching on TikTok. And subscribe again if you are on YouTube. Really do appreciate it. All the best. See you later. Goodbye.